Welcome to Nagaland TV. I am Yashiro and you're watching Nltv News Now. First headlines. S. Kyushu Yimchungar from 58 Shamator Chesore Assembly constituency on Thursday took oath as the newly elected member of Nagaland Legislative Assembly. National Scheduled Tribes Finance and Development Corporation under Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India held a conference on implementation of Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program scheme for tribals in Northeast. New COVID outbreak linked to a group of tourists has led to authorities in China to shut down schools and cancel hundreds of flights on Thursday to stop the spread of the virus. Now the news in detail. New COVID outbreak linked to a group of tourists has led to authorities in China to shut down schools and cancel hundreds of flights on Thursday to stop the spread of the virus. The domestic outbreaks have largely been eliminated. However, China has lodged a fifth straight day of new cases, mostly in northern and northwestern areas. The recent outbreak was linked to an elderly couple who were in a group of several tourists. Dozens of cases has been linked to their travel with close contact in at least 5 provinces and regions, including the capital, Beijing. One day after India made history by becoming the second country after China to reach 1 billion COVID-19 vaccination mark, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is set to deliver a national address at 10 a.m. on Friday. Modi portrayed India's vaccination program as a journey from fear to assurance that has strengthened the country. Praising people's belief in vaccines, he claimed despite many doubting the country's potential, the milestone figure was attained in 9 months. Meanwhile, PM Modi condemned the country's healthcare workers for their contributions to the achievement. He described the achievement as a triumph of Indian science, business, and the collective spirit of 130 crore Indians. National Scheduled Tribes Finance and Development Corporation, Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Government of India on Thursday held a conference on implementation of Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program scheme for tribals of Northeast India. The program was held at Hotel Zapsu, Kohima. The implementation program was held under the theme Honoring Tribal Entrepreneurs, commemorating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, celebrating 75 years of independence.
Give you a brief about why we are here. The first session was about Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. We wanted to take it forward in northeastern states. And in this session, we are honoring tribal entrepreneurs as part of celebration of our 75th year of independence. Our country is celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav on 75th year of independence, and part of it, NSTFDC, given its role, nature of work, has been asked to identify and honor and felicitate scheduled tribe entrepreneurs across the country. So we decided to make a beginning from Nagaland. Because Northeast, if you see percentage-wise, Northeast has the highest percentage of ST population out of its total population. And it is a bordering state, as one of the previous speakers told us, that or more than 90%, I think 98% of land border belongs to Northeastern. So we decided to make a beginning here.
First of all, in this beautiful evening here at Kohima, in such a lovely weather, I thank Almighty God for having this day with the National Scheduled Tribe Finance and Development Corporation and all the esteemed members that are here today. Respected Shri Asit Gopalji, the CMD of NSTLDC, and all his esteemed colleagues who have come from Delhi, Guwahati, and also from the various parts of the Northeast. The Additional Secretary to the Government of Nagaland, Tribal Affairs, Shri Njamkumar Lotha, entrepreneurs, officers, and also the press and media fraternity. A very good evening to all of you.
Let me give you a brief about why we are here. The first session was about Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program. We wanted to take it forward.
After the conference on implementation of Prime Minister's Employment Generation Program Scheme for Tribals in Northeast held on Thursday at Hotel Japsu, Kohima, Nltv spoke with Minister for Higher Education and Tribal Affairs Temjem Imna Along regarding the statement which was made by Minister Jacob Jimomi about the shifting of DC office from Dimapur to Chumakadima. Nltv questioned the minister whether the issue has been laid to rest, as how Minister Jimomi mentioned in the former statement. To this, Along replied the government will do what is best for people. On asking his opinion whether the NPF should be given any portfolios, as BJP in the centre objected the appointment of portfolios for any of the NPF legislatures, to which Minister Along replied that the leaders in the centre has no objection and that the appointment of portfolios fully rests in the hands of the Chief Minister Rio.
Of the DC office, I think the government has taken a right decision. It will take some time, but I think the people should wait. The people should wait, and the government will take the right decision. No, BJP central leaders have never said to give portfolio or not to anybody. It is as simple as that. That the alliance between the NDPP and the BJP is there even today and will be there in the days to come also. So it depends on the Honorable Chief Minister, who is the boss of all, to do the rightful thing for everybody.
S. Kyusho Yumchungar from 58 Shamator Chasore Assembly constituency on Thursday took oath as the newly elected member of Nagaland Legislative Assembly. The Speaker of Nagaland Legislative Assembly, Sharigan Long Kumar, administered oath of office to the newly elected member. Furthermore, the oath-taking ceremony was held at the office chamber of Long Kumar in Assembly Secretariat in Kohima. Pakistan continues to remain on the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force. This action was taken against undesignated terrorists like India's most wanted Hafiz Saeed and Masood Afzar and groups led by them. FATF President Marcus Pleer said the decision has been taken at the conclusion of the virtual plenary of the organization on Thursday. He further added that the item on financial terrorism still needed to be addressed, which concerned the investigation and prosecution of senior leaders and commanders of undesignated terror groups. All these changes are about helping authorities prevent terrorism, stop corruption and prevent organized criminals from profiting from their crimes. Five trackers' deaths were discovered in Kinnaur, Himachal Pradesh, while 2 were retrieved alive. A day after, 11 climbers who were on a track from Harsil in Uttarakhand to Chitkul in Himachal Pradesh went missing following severe snowfall in the region. According officials, an SDRF team found the bodies at an altitude of 4,500 meters during an aerial search operation. Meanwhile, Himachal Pradesh authorities said that the bodies of trekkers would be airlifted to Uttarkashi on Friday as bad weather prevented the chopper sortie on Thursday. The trackers, who included a woman from New Delhi and 7 people from West Bengal, were a part of a 17-member team that set out last week on the track, which passes through some of the Uttarakhand's and Himachal Pradesh most isolated areas at an elevation of above 17,000 feet. Abid Hussain Sadiq, Deputy Commissioner Kinnor, said that they received information on Wednesday evening that 11 tourists travelling from Uttarkashi to Chitkul had become stranded in the snow. According to him, they informed officials from the Indo-Tibetan Border Police Force and Army, and rescue and relief reporters. Efforts began on Thursday. Deputy Assistant Attorney General Arung G. Rao of the U.S. Department of Justice Civil Division's Consumer Protection Branch and Federal Bureau of Investigation held talks with Central Bureau of Investigation officials in Delhi to further strengthen law enforcement cooperation. According to sources, the top officials discussed means to tackle emerging trends, including rising telemarketing fraud. They also further discussed the need for continued cooperation in tackling emerging technology-based crimes through faster information exchange and evidence sharing, with a view to ensure security and protection to citizens of both jurisdictions. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.